classic teamfight composition. And while Longzhu retain elements of a teamfight with Taric and the Sejuani, it's going to be mostly up to Khan to split push. Now that he has a Jax, he's got Talia by his side, attention into the top side, whereas the opposing team will be likely going to the bottom side of the map. And Cuvée is no stranger to Gnar, but this matchup, again, under the pressure of Jax, will falter when it comes down to the Mega Gnar against Mini, because there's just not enough damage there. And then Mini Gnar, if he's maxing out the Counter-Strike, will not be able to proc Hyper as many times as he would like. So overall, Jax, the same deal. He will win in the late game, as always, in the 1v1.
You know, Jungle Jax this time around, we saw Varade bringing that out a couple of times. Malrong
don't remind me of
able to make that work.
Monstrosity.
Hey man, it looks good.
Cinder Hulk Jungle Jax, full tank.
Yeah, dude. Not the Jax that you would expect, but it was a good Jax. At least it worked out against MVP. So Longzhu, they're going to deny that. They're going to say, no, we don't want to go for the Jungle Jax. We'll just have Khan on that pick. And what do you think about the Gnar? I haven't really been too impressed overall in LCK Summer ever since it's came in.
It's a good pick for you to maintain pressure against Jax. You don't have many other tools that would legitimately reach a point that can stay in lane against him. A tank could work, as Cho'Gath was still available, but he would just get bopped at one point, and Jax would just ignore him at all times. Whereas Gnar, you can't really ignore him. He will continuously harass you under the tower if you start to just whack it, ignoring him. He has kill pressure. He can chase you down if he goes with Mallet. There's plenty of team fighting capabilities on him, so it makes sense for the pick. Kled could have been another one, but it would have made the 1v1 that much harder. So I like what Samsung have done, but also what Longzhu, two teams with two identities.
Nice side steps up against Cuvée. We have our first fight. The Weaver's coming. Weaver's wall coming in. CoreJJ in a bad spot. Gonna try to get away with that blasting cloud, but there's the Fate's call. In goes Gorilla. The Cosmic Radiance coming down. They will 100% dive this turret. There's one kill. Give it a second. A double kill over to Prey on the Callista. And all of a sudden, Crown now getting caught out. Can he kill Cuz? The smite is gonna keep him alive. The rest of Longzhu on the chase, and the flash coming in. That seismic shove not gonna hit, but can the damage come through? It's very, very close. One more Q, and he does get it. 3 kills on the side of Longzhu, and a double over to Prey.
And Samsung take a stroll through the river, but that is
in for that, although I'm not sure how competitive it will be. And look at this Frozen Mallet doing work, though, forcing that ultimate to be used by Khan, who is still on the run. The Counter-Strike finally coming out, but Cuvée still on the chase with that Frozen Mallet. He's linking it up. There's the flash, and the solo Q coming in for Cuvée. The solo kill, not the solo Q, but that looked like solo Q, man.
Well, we just got smacked in saying that.
Look at how much damage he's outputting. Cuvée just trying to build up that meter if he can, but it's not going to be enough. One-on-one, Khan will win. And down he does go. Crown is making his way over. Wants to finish up this kill. Not sure if he can even 1v1 him still. So yeah, he's just going to back off. Khan going to win the 1v1. And fantastic. Ruler now forced to flash away from the Taric stun. That was quite close, but here comes the Weaver's wall. They want Ruler, and he is a sit and duck. Down he goes, and CoreJJ too getting caught out. That's a couple kills off of the back of Khan's. And Longzhu running away with this one now.
Their patience has paid off perfectly. They wait for Cuvée to overstep on the bottom side. The red buff from Khan is enough to get the 1v1 kill. And then this was the third attempt onto a pick in the red side jungle. First it was Ambition 2 times. Actually, fourth. They had tried on Crown earlier as well. And then they combo the Weaver's wall. They make sure that they can get Ruler flashing over the wall, but it just was not enough. And the resilience here, they didn't even take that tier 1 down. They just kept looking, and it worked out. The angle from Taric is too deadly. They flash over, but as soon as BDD commits onto this one, you see just how much damage he does onto Ruler. He just got deleted immediately, and Callista wasn't even a part of this one, just until the very end. She shows up and takes out Brahman. Now this Jax is going to be strong enough to 1v1 the Gnar under the tower. He's not going to be able to just blatantly dive him, but if he messes up the rage management again and loses.
With all those Ren stacks, good Shockwave is going to get Gorilla extremely low. He flashes away from the barrel, and Ambition on the run. They need him alive, but the last threaded volley, so close. He does stay alive, and in the end, it's Cuz who goes down as the jungler. Now Prey is being shut down here by Cuvée. He's being tracked down with that Frozen Mallet. Can they take out the Kalista, who's kiting for days? Cuvée getting low, but there's the engage with the Megadar. Back into his team. They get one, they get two, and Cuvée, he stays alive with that Guardian Angel. And that is a huge play for Samsung coming back in this one.
That's going to be Baron. Samsung's back in this game out of a 10,000 gold lead. Now they're completely back in this, and the team fighting capabilities are back online. And it all started from a bit of a greedy play from Longju. They're trying to get a little bit more, but remember, that fight that they went into the top side was where it all began. It didn't just randomly happen into the mid.
5,000 gold behind, and Longju is grouped up, looking to contest this. We'll see what they can do. All the ultimates are available. Gorilla all by himself on the right side. Okay, he's gonna get actually onto Ruler in the back, who just take a bunch of damage. That Shockwave, they need to keep him alive. He's getting low. BDD coming from the backside, but he's alive. Okay, finally he goes down. BDD almost getting lifesteal to death. Now they get onto Crown, and all of a sudden, Longju beginning to run away with this one. Ambition getting low, and Prey, he finally goes down, but it does not matter. Longju is gonna win in the end.
Samsung's overconfidence is their undoing. They did not have enough flashes to stay alive in that fight, and when you have Khan TPing behind you, you do not have enough peel to protect yourself against an invulnerable Jax. So they kill out the carries, and immediately Samsung's hopes for stalling out this game are somewhat extinguished. They still have some.
They're pinging the wards. They see that ward that Khan put down way behind them. Khan doesn't have his TP just yet, but they also did see him recall, which is part of the reason why Samsung did come into this position in the first place.
They ping the ward because they have to recognize that it's alive and they don't have the tools to take it. The management of the red trinkets are important, and here comes an engage.
Oh, coming from multiple sides is Longju, but Samsung grouping up as a unit. Prey still available. Really nice space call onto three members into the stun. They're gonna get it here. Longju with the big engage. They got Ambition in the back line. Now Corjay's being hunted down by Khan. Can he get another one? It's gonna be Crown versus BDD up in the top side, but this is gonna be unfair. It'll be 2v1. The cleanse comes out and Crown cannot survive. That's another member. Three members of Samsung go down, and now they're looking for the push.
And that's going to be certainly it. Longju have plenty of members alive. TP on Khan as well to stall out the minion wave. They've got 30 seconds on Ruler. No summoner still for pretty much anybody except Cuvé's flash. This is going to be their game-winning push.
Man, what a team fight there. You were talking about it. We're going to be looking for that one team fight, and boy, do they get it. The huge surround into all the members of Samsung. There was no escape, and the perfect timed Cosmic Radiance to keep everybody alive. This team fighting composition of Longju is going to be able to win it in the end. The final push comes in, the Nexus turrets fall together, and so will the Nexus. Game number one of this one will go over to Longju.
And they start things off really, and they're able to kill Gnar right at the end. Gets that death timer after the Nexus has been exploded. So not sure if that one will count for the scoreboard. Oftentimes it does not. But Longju have such a great game one. They were so active in getting the fights exactly how they wanted to. We had that lull in the early game talking about how are these fights going to look? Who is going to be the engager? Well, it all came down to Cuz, Taric, and Prey's Fate's Call making a huge difference in taking out Samsung's members. They love these compositions with the immobile mid and immobile AD carry. But when you have Kalista, when you have the Fate's Call with Taric that can extend the range of somebody getting knocked up, it becomes so difficult to counteract. And